Welcome to the Arkansas E-Traveler. I'm Landon. I'm here in Bryant, Arkansas along I-30 connecting Little Rock to Dallas, here at the only Shell recharge location in the state of Arkansas. We've plugged in already. We're going to get a charge here. Let's see how we stack up against the advertised 180 kilowatts. Stick around. All right, so back here in Bryant, Arkansas, just off of Interstate 30 connecting Dallas to Little Rock, we find ourselves here at the Roadrunner Shell gas station, and it is the only Shell recharge station in the state of Arkansas. Now, what we're working here with is two ABB Terra 184s, capable, advertised up to 180 kilowatts. I actually don't have much faith in that. Because my understanding is that these are 200 amps, and that would require 900 volts to reach that. Not many cars have that kind of architecture. Maybe the Lucid.
What did he say? Hold it, drop it. Don't comment just yet. Hi there. Yeah, so I came to realize a little bit later that it's actually 400 amps, but the website still advertises it as 200. My guess is it's 200 per handle, but when there's only one, they then combine them to be 400. So no need to comment about my mistake there. I'm sure I'll make more and you'll have your free range then. But on that particular one, I figured it out later on. So back to the video.
Let's see what we can do. My expectations are a little low, but let's see. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. First thing I already noticed is no credit card reader. So if we'll come on in, we'll go to CCS2, start, use your phone to authenticate or RFID. Credit card, tap to pay, does not work. So what we have to do is, unfortunately, get out our phones and we go to the Shell app, 404 available, and this is 53002B. Select that, start charge, activated. So we're going to grab the handle here, bring it on over, plug it in, and we'll see what we get. Couple things to note that I don't like about this already. One, it has a session fee of $1.49. So you're gonna lose about 5 kilowatt hours worth of energy and money off the get-go, okay? Another thing I don't like, $75 hold. If you're on a road trip and you're using Shell Recharge and you're using a debit card, that gets to be significant after a while. It's like a lot of people have been complaining about Iona, and rightfully so. $75 is just exorbitant for a hold for a charge, all right? So come on in, let's take a look at the screen. So we're gonna start at 10%, and we're at 53 kilowatts right now. Also of note, we tried to precondition, we're up to 114. All right, looks like the preconditioning worked. It got cold here last night in central Arkansas, and yesterday it was severe weather and flooding, and then overnight it was frigid, and northwest Arkansas is even worse, and we're all getting ready for a major winter storm up there too. So we'll keep an eye on it, keep an eye on the charge time, and let's take a site visit. right, back here inside of the Chevy Blazer EV. We're about 10 or 11 minutes into this charging session at Shell Recharge in Bryant. As you can see, we've reached 34% already in about 10 minutes, which is a little low. And as I mentioned, I had some low expectations, but they were exceeded a little bit. I thought that the ABB Terra 184s were 200 amps, and they are, only when split, because I went and looked at my OBD2 monitor and I was getting about 375 amps for a while. So the kilowatt amount was up near 117 to 118 kilowatts, which is on par for what we get at the 375 amp location, specifically the Walmart in Springdale. So it was fairly close. What I don't like is that it suddenly dropped down to about 84 kilowatts and has rebounded to 90. So now we are looking at a little bit of an extended charging session here because of that. So still kind of getting a mixed bag from Shell Recharge in this particular session. So the battery did cooperate with the preconditioning. We did get up near 65, 70 degrees. Maybe could be a little warmer, but still just I think the setup of these Shell Recharge stations and the ABB Terras, they're just not very cooperative with amp-hungry vehicles such as this one. But hey, you know, at least it's not the EA iteration of the Terra ABBs or the ABB Terras that always be broken, I think is what they say for ABB with those. But we'll see. I'm more accustomed to seeing these units at like dealerships, which, you know, is like everybody's plan C. So that's interesting that was Shell's choice here. Anyway, onward and upward, and we'll keep seeing how this charge session goes. All right, and that's the site visit and the location. Coming in, our charge just finished up. All right, so we got to 80%, 79, 80, 39 minutes, 49 seconds with 64 kilowatt hours dispensed. We'll have to check the price on that. I'll post that in just a second from the app. So what happened here? Well, GM being GM, I believe. We got in there in 40 minutes, even though we didn't get anywhere near 500 amps. So it's that gradual decline because it's a lower amperage rather than the high sustain and then dip and then come back up. So ultimately you get to the same place 40 minutes, whether you have 500 or 350, 375 amps. This one just did it with lower. So I'm okay with this. I thought that I was not gonna like this, but it was getting up to 400 amps instead of 200. So that was bad research on my part. But I am very, very happy. So we'll go ahead and unplug. Very thick cables, a little warm, that's good. So a couple things, again, I'll mention that I don't really like about it. Session fee, that's no bueno. $75 on the hold, but it does have a couple things going for it, I suppose, and that it can charge in 40 minutes from about 9 to 80. And also you can't beat the location coming off of I-30 and using the frontage roads here. If you're westbound or southbound, however you want to put it, it's westbound, from Little Rock to Dallas, it's very easy, as you saw in the footage. But then you got to navigate all these frontage roads if you're coming from the opposite direction, which, I mean, Saline County is famous for two things: construction barrels and frontage roads. And when they're put together, it's not really fun. Anyway, so thanks again for tuning in for another adventure here on the Arkansas E-Traveler. Next weekend, big adventure for us as we head to the Metroplex to see what's going on with our own eyes with the Walmart DC Fast Charger bill out. So stay tuned next week for that update as well. Happy trails, everyone.